Dear friends, academic support system. You may be knowing that in a school, not only the teachers are catering knowledge, libraries, then museums, like that we have many facilities in a school or in a college. Today I would like to say something about library. You may be knowing that what is the library is it? So in a library there will be lot of books in different disciplines. So that is an important thing. If a college or the school is having different discipline, all the discipline should uh, all the students should get the particular books according to their discipline, according to their need. So before starting, we are going into that. I would like to say the history of library system. It goes back to 2600 BC. That was on clay tables. On clay tables, there were some written forms. So, 2600 BC, you just cannot imagine that. But after that, BC by BC 5th, by BC 5th, the classical Greece has started the written books, and followed that Constantinople, all these places, Alexandria, so India, some ancient countries also collected the books and distributed the books for the need of the reader. And you may be knowing the word library. It has its origin from Greek word. Greek word um, Greek word is bibliotheke. Latin also bibliotheca. Bibliotheca means case of books. Case of books. A bundle of books. So that is the root of book. Okay, library. Now, uh, uh, what all things you know about library? Is there is only books in library? No. In library there is books, periodicals, manuscripts, newspapers, films, maps, prints, documents, CDs, cassettes, videotapes, DVDs, e-books, audiobooks, video games, all these are there. So now you think about your library, where you are going. All these are there. But a library consists of all these things. Periodicals, especially periodicals from different countries, based on education. Based on education, because all the updated things are coming actually through the periodicals. And what is the importance of newspaper in a library? Importance of newspaper, because half of the knowledge you are getting from the book and half of the knowledge from the newspaper. A student who is not referring everyday newspaper is not a student. The word which came to my mouth is no more a student, but I am saying he is not a student. So read the newspaper also. Ask the librarian to bring all the dailies, not in Malayalam. In English also you can ask some of the English, Hindi, maybe other languages, some foreign newspapers also. Then, what types of libraries? How many types of libraries are there? Academic libraries will be there, where the academical matters will be referred. Children's library is there. Children's library is there. National libraries are there. Then public lending libraries. Public lending libraries. Then reference libraries, research libraries, digital libraries, special libraries. Like that, different kinds of libraries are there. But fortunately, we will be having only one library, which will be consisting of 5,000 books. some Malayalam, some English. If you are a BEd student, okay, you'll be getting some discipline books. That's all. So, above said libraries, reference library. A reference library is a must. So now I will have to come to the library system. Can a student directly enter into an accepted library? Then accepted library? No, you cannot directly enter. There will be a catalog. There will be a catalog. You have to go and find out the catalog, and you have to refer the number, and you have to say to the librarian to get a good book. That is a proper system of a library. And you have to give it back on the date also. Okay. So but in reference library you can go and sit, but you cannot take the book and go out. In the reference library you can sit there. You can take the book, you can read it. Then one more thing I want to say. In a library, there should be adequate primary infrastructures. If it is hot place, it should be a fan. If it is too hot, it should be AC. So like that, all the infrastructure facilities should be there. And table, chair which is comfortable. Study materials, wherever the study materials are available, one thing is an important thing. We should cater maximum facility to the student. You may be knowing the explanation about a student. Alpaharam, Jirnavastram, Kagadrishti, Bhagathyanam, Shananidra, like that. Even though you are taking only a little bit food, you should get the comfort. Comfort should be there in a library. And the air circulation should be there. And access is another thing. Most of the time our libraries will be closed. So accessibility to the library is an important thing. Time barrier. If you are going to JNU, Delhi, if you are going to Jamia Millia at Delhi, if you are going to some other countries, you could see something. The library is working in the late night also. Late night also. After 11:30, the student can sit in reference library. Students can sit in the place where is newspaper is placed, or magazines or periodicals is placed. So there are places where the student cannot enter, but the places there are where the student can enter. So this is something to be kept in your mind when you're going as a research student in some other places. Please think that the library will be open there. Then next thing, a library should have a good librarian. Good librarian in the sense, not a peon, not a fellow appointed by a teacher or a person who studied library science. That is an important thing. Otherwise, you may be having a lot of materials, but an inefficiency of a doctor or absence of a doctor. You may have medical equipments, but to administer that, you need a good doctor. Like that, a librarian should be there to give proper guidance, and you have he has to find out the books. He should know where it sits, where the book is kept. So these are something about academic support system. First is library. Study something from the library. So library is an essential part. The teacher can show the path, but the student is supposed to walk through it. So every student, please go and sit in the library. And one more thing I'm asking to you, can you say some of the modern educational books written in India, written in abroad? Can you say something about the new educational policy of India right now, 2020? All this should be there in the library. So utilize the library properly.